guys, welcome back to the Not Only Carrots cooking show here on YouTube. I'm Leah and today we'll be making a vegan beef goulash. All right, let's get started. To begin with, we need a large fry pan, which you will hear humming. It's singing along with me. It's as excited as I am about making goulash. Grab 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. You can use a regular oil if you like, but I like the flavor of extra virgin. I'm going to put that in the pan and we're going to be adding in, along with our oil, 1 tin of Veggie Delights nut meat, and we're going to have that diced up nice and chunky. You can see those big chunky bits. Plus 2 large sliced onions, just pop them in there. And we have 5 medium-sized button mushrooms. They are also sliced. We'll pop them in there as well. And the best part of all, we have garlic. I will be going with 4 generous teaspoons. You can add less, you can add more, you can add fresh, but I just go the easy jarred garlic. I used to be all hardcore and buy the raw cloves and mince it up myself and do all of that. So if you have time to do that, good for you and do it, but it still tastes really nice even if it's the store-bought garlic. We're going to combine all of these ingredients, guys, making sure every part of the ingredients has a chance to touch that hot base on your fry pan. As you can see, you want a really deep fry pan for this recipe. It makes a nice serving, probably 4 adult servings for this meal. We had it today, 2 adults, 2 kids, and one of my daughters eats just as much as I do, and we had leftovers, so yeah, about 4 adult servings. We're going to keep stirring until the onion is actually clear, transparent, and soft. So this will take a few minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, guys, and to speed up things, you can temporarily cover the sauce, the fry pan with the lid, and it'll hold in some of that moisture and help to speed up the process. This is probably a good time while I'm waiting for everything to heat up in here to let you know that if you want to support our channel here on YouTube, grab a copy of my e-recipe book, No, We Don't Only Eat Carrots, Plant-Based Food for Humans, and all the details are in the description below. All right, let's check inside, see how it's going. If you notice that your onion is browning off, you can see this little bit here is a bit sort of little bit brown, overcooked kind of. You can turn your heat down a little bit, which I will, so I'll turn it down just a tad. But you can see that it's softening up nicely, but it does still need a little extra time. So we'll keep that lid on there. Now, while this is cooking in your pan, this is a great time for you to be thinking ahead of what you're going to serve it with. I love to serve goulash over stone ground whole wheat pasta or brown rice pasta. Today I pre-prepared some brown rice penne, which is the little tubes of pasta, and it's very nice with that. Plus I have some steamed veggies to go on the side, some steamed broccoli. I know in America you say steamed broccoli, but we have broccoli in Australia. So steamed broccoli and some sticks, some carrot sticks, not sticks. Yeah, I live in the sticks. That's another word for the outback. Yeah, but we don't eat sticks, even though they are vegan, but it's probably taking it a little too far. But yeah, some carrot sticks, broccoli on the side with this goulash is going to be really nice, and we'll put it all together for you at the end, so you're not going to miss out. I just thought of something. For anyone out there who's new to cooking or hasn't yet burnt their arm on steam, this is how to take a lid off carefully. I learned this as a little kid because I did it wrong, and I got blisters all up my arm. So this is how you do it. You lift the lid up and bend it, and as you can see, all that moisture runs down and the steam goes away from you. So yeah, it's always a good idea to take a lid off away from yourself and save yourself the armful of blisters. Now, I'm blister free and this goulash is looking amazing. Now, we have these lovely ingredients in here, but we're going to need a little more flavor because at the moment we haven't had any salt added or any herbs or anything. So first we're going to add 1 cup of chickpeas. Did you know that was a thing? I didn't, because it isn't. 1 cup of chickpeas. These are some that I cooked up myself and I froze them, and I've taken them out today. You can use a tin of chickpeas, it's just as good. stir them briefly through the mixture. Now we'll add in those flavors I mentioned. We have a half a teaspoon of herbamare, which is a veggie salt, plus 1 teaspoon of Massel brand veggie stock and a half a tablespoon of mixed herbs. And we're just going to sprinkle that over the top and stir it through, making sure every bit of that goulash gets to enjoy that flavour. Oh, I can smell the herbs. The thyme I can smell. Yummy. All right. Now we'll add 2 tablespoons of stone ground whole wheat flour. This is going to act as a thickener, and we're going to be making a gravy sauce now to go over the top of our nut meat, which is our beef in the recipe. Once again, combine all of these ingredients, including that flour, and really stir it through. The idea is that every single part of the mixture has some flour on it, and it will thicken up really nicely. And no bits are going to miss out on having that yummy flavour. Okay. Good. Now, if you like to add a little bit of a kick to your food, cayenne pepper is what we'll be adding next. I just use 1/4 teaspoon, and it's really not that spicy at all. It just adds a bit of a lift to the flavour, but you can leave it out. That is optional. Just 1/4 teaspoon for that. Now we're going to add in some soy sauce. We'll have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And be careful not to just plonk it in one spot, or you'll end up with like one super spicy, salty, you know. So just spread it out over the top. 2 of those. Okay, and then we're going to go with 1/2 tablespoon over here of the Bragg's amino acids, also called all-purpose seasoning from soy protein. It has a really scary title, but it's really nice. It smells so good. It's really similar to the Maggi seasoning for those Aussie viewers out there, but it just is a natural, unfermented seasoning. It's very yummy. All right, now we are going to thicken up our gravy. We have 1.5 cups of water, and just pour that across your mixture and gently stir it through. And you will start to see this gravy thicken up and your goulash sort of snaps to life. This sort of a meal reminds me of a Polish family that we used to spend time with, although I have a feeling that goulash is probably Hungarian. I'm not too sure. I probably should have Googled that. You can Google it and you let me know in the comments. And anyway, this just reminds me of that. I think of dumplings and goulash and gravy, and this just fulfills that yummy craving that I sometimes have for those really delicious meals that stick to your ribs. This is one of those stick to your ribs kind of meals. No offense to the Scots out there. I don't know, my husband's good with those accents. Anyway, forgive me. All right, there we go. Look at that. It's thickening up. It's beautiful. Some of my nut meat looks like it got a little bit charred, but hey, we'll say it adds character, and it adds, what does it add? Zest. All right. Well, that looks amazing. We can leave this now. There are 2 options with goulash. One, if you're ready to go, you can eat it straight away. But the second option is you cover it up and you turn this temperature down to a medium low temperature, or even a low if you're simmering too much and it's sticking. You can add a little extra water as you go if you are not quite ready to eat it straight away. But it's one of those meals, thankfully, that if you are in a rush, you can eat it and it still does taste good. But as I said, it'll keep really nicely in the pan. So I'm going to put this together now with the brown rice penne and some veggies on the side and give you a really nice idea of how it looks. Okay guys, I realized as I was serving out my pasta and veggies that I forgot a really important ingredient. Tomato sauce or tomato paste, you need 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to add those now to the recipe. Stir it through. Make sure it's well combined in there. Oh, it smells so good. If you get excited, you can even add a small chopped tomato to this as well and let it really cook down in the recipe. And it's just delicious having those sweet little morsels as you're eating away. Okay, well, that's perfectly combined now. We'll add a nice, generous scoop or two. Look at that. Ooh, I want to eat it now. Although I just ate it for lunch already, so that's what inspired me. My husband said, you've got to cook this. This is just yum. All right, guys, so there you go. Even vegans can still enjoy beef goulash. Check it out, Vegan Beef Goulash. If you like this recipe, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye.